I am so grateful and happy to be in Bosnia, to visit Sarajevo, to be in Bihar. I would like to say big thanks to Dr. Mohamed to invite us to come here, and especially with the big assistance from Dr. Dunya. You know, I usually take more than 14 hours with Mr. Mohamed to deliver this subject, but we're gonna create this 1 hour in 14 hours. So we hope that we can pass maximum information to you. This information for me and Mr. Mohamed, it's an added value, or it will help each individual of you, and hopefully if you understand this concept, please pass it to others. Because I'm sure everybody in you here would like to be happy, or would like to be rich, not to have money, rich inside. By understanding this and focusing on this model or this information, I can assure you, if you apply it, this is it. This is breakthrough. It's not complicated. It's very, very simple. And yesterday, Tiana, which is our, is that right, Tiana? Tiana, she exactly demonstrated that model. And I was so inspired. That's why I said she actually did it naturally. And now, anybody who think that there is a challenge outside, create that challenge as a fuel to you. That difficulty in reaching to what you want, that actually should inspire you to do what actually you want. Don't create that as a barrier, as an object that you cannot reach your goal. So please, you know, within this 1 hour, if you are not sure about something, please, I advise you and I invite you anytime that we are walking around, come and talk to us about it. We're going to talk basically in 3 to 4 things, so it's not complicated. So we hope that you're going to enjoy it, and I'll invite Mohamed to start this form with you.
Thank you, Ahmed. Eid Mubarak, and inshallah we will start our topic, and it will be in a psychological field, and so you will see all of the topic. We will talk about something within, something inside us. We will deliver a model that enable you to use your inner power, not the outside resources. Why? Because outside resources maybe will not gonna work with you, but your inner power, your inner power, it's a key. It will be like a platform, foundation that you have to start your successful journey with it, and it will be your tool to start that journey. So me and Mr. Ahmed, we will deliver that topic by using a formula. It will contain 3 domains, 3 fields. The first one is value. Value is a platform that you have to start with if you want to be successful and if you want to reach your goals. And the second thing is the mind. We will show you how does the mind work, and if it's not work, and if it's not linked with your highest value. We will show you how to make reprogramming to your subconscious mind, because subconscious mind, it's an area in our mind that control our behavior. So if you want to control your behavior, you have to gain the keys to reprogramming the subconscious mind. This key will let you control that mind, because it's an area which is affect on your behavior. The third thing, we will talk about the goals, and we will show you how to link your goals with your highest value and let your mind, the subconscious mind, working with that, with these goals, because this formula, we call it as an equation. It's like the dots. It's dots. We call it V, value, M, it's mind, and G. G is, yes. So it's like dots. If you can link them, you will gonna reach and achieve your goals. So be careful of each of this area, and we will give you the tools. In the value, we will show you how to discover your highest value. And in the mind, we will show you how to reprogram your subconscious mind, because 95% it's effect on a subconscious mind, affects on our behavior and life. 95%, just 5%, the conscious mind, we use it. And if you can link value and mind with your goals, you will make breakthrough at your life. This is the psychological thing. This is something within, our inside power. Don't depend on your outside resources. You have to depend on inside power. So we will talk about also the fears. And all our fears, it's where in our mind. It's like an obstacle, which is stop us to go forward. And we will show you, inshallah, through this topic, how to deal with these fears. And as Mr. Ahmed said, inshallah, we will try tomorrow and after tomorrow to make this formula more clear for you. And me and Mr. Ahmed, we can sit with you, each other, each single one of you, or groups, to talk more about that formula, to go more deep, to give more details, to let the picture very clear for you, because we use it and we see many of the huge results. We use it. Me, I use that, and I told Hamza also yesterday about that. I use that formula, and I'm making now, I consider myself in a journey, and each day, believe me, each day I'm making shift in my life. So please, if we give you that, Ami and Ahmed said always doing, knowing and doing completely different. He will give you the knowledge, but try to apply that knowledge, and you will make shift into your life.
Yes, thank you. Now, I heard since I arrived to Sarajevo, it said that most of the youth that I came and I speak to, and why, for example, you think we want to immigrate, what do you think of immigration? What's happened in Bihar regarding, jobless and salary? And everybody I saw and I noticed that they're talking about money, correct? So that's we look at it, so we don't have money, or if we have money that's not enough, and that's why we are not happy. We want more money so we can be more happy. Now, VMG, if you do it, not know it, if you do it, you will get H, happiness. Now I'm gonna prove to you in here, live, that money, it's there and everywhere. From the hotel, in front of you, at home, at your village. Opportunities comes to your hand, in your hand. It handed to you. But it's up to you to use it or you lose it. Nobody say money is the most important. And we know that, and you know that. There are celebrities who have a multimillionaire, and they're depressed. They live in Switzerland. They hang themselves. They live in Australia, very rich, they have boats, they have everything, it's beautiful life. They hang themselves, they kill themselves, because they're looking for this. So money is not important. Money is not important. It's your happiness. So what's my happiness? What's really I want to? Let us to say, for example, who say the money is the most important? Raise his hand. Who say the money is the most important? Raise his hand. Well, yeah, everybody say I want to work in this. Who say the money is the most important?
He wants euro or
He wants euro, he don't want Bosnian
Bosnian.
Okay. For example, everybody who complained there is no money, low salary, I want to create jobs, I can't create money. I'm telling you, this is what? What do you call this? 50 mark. This 50 mark, and if you can have it. Right? Anybody of you can have it. Now I'm inviting you. You say there is no money. I'm showing you there is a money and you can have it.
Oh.
This is not a joke. This is very serious. An example to you. I'm going to show you that the money in front of you. Give her a hand. Now when I say it seriously, take it seriously. Really. Things come to your hand. You don't move. She moved. You see? So don't tell me money. You're looking for highest value. What do you want to make you happy? Not the money. So money does not make you happy. I'll show you. Now anybody can have this. I mean it. I'm seriously. And you saw.
Go.
See? People again have a chance to get what they want and they refuse to move.
I will give that in a month.
You see? Money comes. Now take it serious. This is not a joke. It's money in your hand and you refuse it. And that's why I'm starting this to show you what does it mean. So we're not going to talk about, we want money, we're depressed, we don't have work. No. You have it, but you don't know how to get it. Or you're not sure what's that. Now we enter the serious things here. Look at this. Please, very important. We have only 1 hour, and less than an hour now, 45 minutes. Any missing information, you're gonna miss the link. Now we're talking about human being, all of us have hierarchies of values, different values in different areas in life. We have spiritual life, we have social life, we have family, we have financial, we have health. Each area in this life, we have value, and each value different to each of you. Different, it depends. What we're looking for, what you are looking for, number one value that around the world, all of us want the number one value. What is that?
Help.
Yes? We want to know that, right? Now, people who are going to number 2 or 3 or 4, that's value. But it's not the most important. The most important number 1, that's happiness. This is inspiration. Not this. This is happiness. You could be happy, but you always want this, to be inspired within. This is in, not from an outside. This is inside you. Inspiration, if you look at this, inspiration. You see spirit, inside your spirit. This is who you are. So don't take this word inspiration as inspiration. Now, it said inspirations. So it's not a matter of those people who want to go for social help. If they have a high value in social help, that's inspiration in the social help. And somebody who's in sports, in gymnastic, that's inspiration in the gymnastic. We take an example for, Tayana. If you take Tayana and put her, for example, into drawing as an artist, you don't find her inspiration there. She will be inspired herself, and she'll be inspired everybody in the sport and the gymnastic. That's why when she was studying, you see, she moved. What study she moved? She said, I love sport. I love, gymnastics. I love, look, an example in front of you. She was doing her high value. There's a lot of challenge in her life. And she was an example to all of you. Challenge from family, no money, nothing. She didn't give up. That's why her value number one. That's why she achieved it. That's why she is an example to all of you, because she's doing her highest value. Give her a hand, please. Now, all of you need to discover what is my highest value. Now, everybody said, what is my highest value? If you know it, fantastic. We will go later on mine. But first, you have to understand what is my highest value. I'm going to repeat this highest value. You will say, oh my God, I am repeating too much highest value. Because yes, if you get this is it. This is happiness. This is happiness. So, sometimes, how can I discover my highest value? In a simple way, in a quick way. It's around you, it's at home. It's when you are looking some colleagues of you having telephone and playing with it, and reading in it. Whether you are meeting or we are in a restaurant, you find it, you're playing with that. If you're playing with something and you're repeating that playing, that's your value. But when you go and shift from things to things, you are in chaos, so you don't know. You are going to low value because you're shifting from place to place. And where is the pleasure? You're gonna go for it. You are refusing the pain because you're doing low value. If you are refusing pain in the value, it's when you're doing low value. And her example in front of you, she was in pain. It is almost suffering, but at the same time picturing, and she take that as a fuel. That's why she gets reward now. She recognized, and I'm sure very soon, global, the universe will recognize her. She isn't in her way. So all the obstacle, all the challenge that she gets, it's not a rock in the front of her. It's not a rock. This is a fuel. You can ask her, the more challenge she gets, the more fuel she gets. She will take off. So highest value. All of you have different area in the wheel of life. Find out what your really hobby that excites you, to let you stay up to late midnight and to wake up early without pain. I'm sure if I call somebody, say for example, tomorrow we have, for example, a competition regarding arts. If there's an artist in here, he will be the first person, or she's going to be the first person. But the rest of you, we just wake up, come on. You see? Because that is not important to them. It's not value for them. But a person who's engaging with art, you find number one. That's why, when I was talking to Dr. Dunya, she was telling me that, wow, all the students here, they are inspired because they are here. If you look at BH, how many students in here, how many hard work doctors, and Dr. Dian doing this open hand to come to the inspiration form. How many who came here? Look, count. It's free of charge, nothing. If you go and have a coffee, it'll cost you at least 3 to 4 mark. Here, free of charge. Coffee, lunch, this. How many of you in Bihar come in to attend this? Talk to your friends. When they say, oh, we want to migrate, you say, where you are, look, it's free of charge. Instead, go to the coffee shop, you'll find them there, sitting there. Free coffee, tea, drink, dinner, come on. This is your destiny, this is your goal, and they don't know. We don't blame them, Because when you come to the mind, and that's very important, because no point I know my value or as an artist or whatever, if I don't have the mind how it works, it's useless. I have a diamond in my hand, but I don't know how to sell it or shine it, it's useless. We have apples and it's hanging down in the floor, it's useless. And people could be millionaire from there. And you've seen yesterday, Ashwag Bali, she's not here, but she explained that guy who discovered, the throwing soap. I've seen it here myself. There is in the hotel itself. Did we have it? I mean, well, let us do it. At least in the house. So, recycle. Why not? And there's many ideas. Food, look at food. We say, we want to help poor people. We're wasting food, people. Food, we ourselves. We realize that now. We spend, you see, after lunch, you see, wow, too much food to spend. Why? Because we are not using the minds. We don't want to spend, waste that food, but we do. Let us to be strong in here and say, yes, are we or not? It's sad, isn't it? We do it. The difference between I know and I do. I know wasting food for money, and that is too much. There's poor people who's dying for this bread, and end of the day, it's too much, we can't eat, and they throw it. It's painful for us. Even to accept it is very painful, because we are programmed that way. We don't use our mind. That's why it hurt me sometimes when I said to some people that it is not a joke, but 95% not in here, human, they don't use their mind. They have it. They have it, but they don't use it. It's like you have nice iPhone with all this information in it, and hardly you send message or WhatsApp only. Or you can absolutely go. And I was talking to my colleague Mohamed. He said, "Wow, you know what? I think I'm gonna bring a team. I'm gonna create an idea for the tourism from Sarajevo arrival up to Bihać and come back. I'm gonna put it in a flash memory. I'm gonna say, well, what is the best 10 or 20 top attractions in Sarajevo and Bihać? From restaurant, from cafe, things to do, entertainment for the tourists. I'm gonna put this flash memory at the airport. Anybody who comes to here can have this flash memory. And you know what? The moment that the tourist knows exactly the best area, that's it, you help them. And instead of going bad coffee, coffee shop or bad area, you'll find the best. So wow, flash memory, how much? 10, 20, you pay. But by doing this, as a group, you're gonna help the economy. Any tourist here, they come here, what they will do? Spend food, for money, for petrol, so we'll help the whole community. And I tell you what, 72 countries I really have been to, from Switzerland, Geneva, New York, all this area, I've been there many times. So for me, it's not a matter of I say, oh, I want to give you support. No, you have heaven here. This is not a joke, heaven. And I was talking to Dr. Ibrahim today, and he said, wow, in 2 days, my God, my whole expense for this trip being paid, correct, sir? And I'm sure, Doctor, he will pass this information to everybody. Come, guys, see Sarajevo, see Bihać, how beautiful. Am I right, sir? So you have these resources, and you have to be prepared for it too. So, see, now I hope I touched some little bit about, let me say about high value. It takes time. It hurt me if I can't finish it, but we have to move on. Otherwise, Dr. Bahaji will give me a hard time and you say, oh, there's plenty of time. Okay? So please, when you have spare time, each individual I invite, come to me, Mr. Mohamed, tell me more about high value so we can explain it in details. Now we're talking about V, we finish with, now M. Okay, then we'll go for the G. But now we're talking about the M. I hope I cover number one, highest value. So M. Now, when you talk to many people here, when they say, what is the mind? What's in your head comes as a picture. Who think that the brain, it comes to the picture as a mind? Raise his hand.
You can draw it. Let somebody
Who think the mind, the picture of the mind become a brain, the brain itself? Raise his hand. Okay. Anybody who can draw the mind, raise his hand. Fantastic. So you know the mind is not visible, right? And you know that a human being think in picture, correct? correct? If I ask, Arabella, what's the color of your door for home? Which color?
Brown.
Brown. The fridge?
White. White.
White. How many doors? One door, two doors?
One.
See, she knows, right? Because there's a picture. What about my fridge? My fridge, my home, my car. You don't know. No pictures. So her information based of pictures come to her mind. Now when we ask what's the mind look like, there are no image. So it does mean what? It does mean that we are, majority of us, 95% like, let us say, smartphones. Information come to our head, and whatever in our head, bad or good, out. Do you agree with me? So, from an outside to inside. You challenge me, please. You know, I want you to challenge me. I want you to know I'm wrong, because I love it. I want to learn more. So, information from outside to inside, it's an outside knowledge. Now, that outside knowledge, does it suit me? Is it minus or plus? We don't know. If it's minus, we should reject it. If it is good, we should accept it. But we've been programmed. Even you can be programmed in good way. But now this is the most important thing. If you use the mind, you will create an idea. If I will use this negative thoughts, what will happen? My body will accept it. I will do a result. Action and result will give you bad thoughts. Bad thoughts, bad thinking, bad activity. That's why all of us in here, and majority of us, we look at the media, we look at our friends, or there is no future, there is this as a negative thoughts, right? So what will happen to us? We will be activating our body negatively. If you have a positive idea, what will happen? If we have a positive idea, automatically will give us vibrations inside, positive feeling. Positive feeling will give you action and result positive.
Clear, everybody can see?
Yes. Yes, yes.
It's clear for
Okay? So, negative thoughts will give you negative feeling, negative result. Very simple. If you accept, oh, there is no hope, there is that, that's negative. Automatically your body will accept it negatively, you will have negative result. There is no thing, oh, no. You're making yourself depressed, sick. And your body have no idea. Because you'll inject it to your subconscious mind. So the result, unfortunately, negative.
Do you mean by result attitude, behavior?
Yes. Anything. If I say, oh, there is no job, there is nothing here, oh, bad, future here. This is a negative information. If I'll accept it, finish. I destroy my mind thinking, which is I don't think, because this is information from an outside. Am I right? An outside, negative information. But if I have no, I use my mind, I challenge everybody, it's a beautiful country, it's a beautiful thing, I can do it, and this is what I love. My highest value, I will do it, I can do it. You give yourself positive, you can create it. You can do it. Now, nobody knows what the mind look like, but we try to our best to adopt this from global, top speakers to let you to understand the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Whatever here is learning. You learn it from an outside. From college, from friends, from media, and here. But what's the problems? Your subconscious mind will activate what's inside here long time ago. So when you are a little baby, from 1 year up to almost 6-7 years, all the information from home. Unfortunately, sometimes mom and dad give us wrong information or, way of thinking or thinking there is no job, there is nothing that, and that's one of the most, unfortunately sadness that we've been programmed from the young age from our parents sometimes. negatively, there is no future. So what will happen when you grow up, even if you have whatever score information or let us say certification, it's not going to do anything to you because you've been programmed wrong. Unless you refuse the negative, as I said. That sister. She refused the negative. She refused that behavior. She didn't accept it. She refused being programmed. And that's why I love it. She's been using her mind. Now she finds challenge, yes. Is there the pain? My God. But she is in love because she's doing highest value. Am I right, sister? So this is as Mohammed said, is mathematic. 1 plus 1 is 2. You do it, you know your value, you know how your mind do, and she's in her way. She's creating goals for herself, for community, for everybody. She knows exactly what she's doing. And people look at her sometimes, stubborn. Yes, she should be stubborn for what she wants to achieve. So be stubborn to what you want to achieve. Don't have fears. And fears is like a bullet, killing your destiny, killing your destination, killing your goal, your purpose in life. You're born genius, but sometimes you've been programmed wrongly. Everybody in here, genius, I'm telling you. And you know it yourself. Your ability, my goodness, it's fantastic. Don't die with the music in your body. Use it now. Let your body explain how you can enjoy life. Ahmed.
So now, each of us know that in our mind, we've got 2 areas, conscious mind and subconscious mind. But, you know, many of us, they want to do something or many things, but they cannot because of fears. And fear from what? Failure, pain, and many things. That's why in our equation we let the mind as a second step because we want to deal with our mind, to deal with these fears. But what is the key to deal with these fears? I'll let you know something very important. This is our mind, and it's 2 areas, conscious and